from downtown Minneapolis. Fielded in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Cook on the carry.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going for the deep ball. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Bears take over. On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30.
It's a gain of 40.
Not sure much more could have been done there defensively. One up with him, tried to knock it away, tried to get an arm in, unsuccessfully.
On 1st down, here's Love. Down to the 25. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, Love. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
3rd and 6.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw, and that is incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions, and guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try to take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Daniil Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Flush to his right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy,
nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
4-yard attempt. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now a run with Cook. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. He's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
And that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
A 3-yard gain.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking for the end zone. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
No gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 14-yard line.
This one is tight end out on the right side. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
1st down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Down Bears.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 42.
A gain of 14.
They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
A gain of
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Now back to throw. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 22-yard line.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
And all the way down to the 26.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit bigger. And the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Back to throw now on first down. This will be caught at about the 6. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. We don't see too many scoreless halves in football, not in today's day and age, and we're not going to see one here. We finally have points on the board.
Yeah, and it didn't come easy, did it? Because neither of these offenses really gotten out of the starting blocks yet. But that is definitely an important score right there. And who knows? The way their defenses play, that touchdown might even hold up until the end.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. On second down now, it's Love. And yet again, he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 6 yards to go.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. The return for the 6. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk. To come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
On 3rd down, here's Lowe. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. 3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3. One past the 30 down to the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Looking deep downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
They'll look to throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 22. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way. In the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll set up a throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And it's good to make it 14-0. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Pinheiro sent to kick off.
Pinheiro now to kick this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll set up to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down.
They'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back. He's trailing here in the second half. Last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now a throw here, hold in. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
2nd and 1. And the man is Kmet, the tight end.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
It's a gain of
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. They'll look to throw again. That is caught at the 7. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The end result, 21 yards.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab, and the Bears draw a bit closer. And a play fake down near the goal line here worked out well.
Anytime you can make them think that you're going to run the ball and go to that play-action pass, you see the end result, usually a touchdown.
Is that harder? Is the play fake harder to defend for the defense near the goal line, or no, because there's not as much room to work with?
It is harder because down near the goal line, you're thinking much more of a running play, especially if people run out big formations, so it is harder to defend.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And once again, not much running room, if any at all.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Left side, it's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well.
The 41-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Quick throw here, that's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for a sack. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 45 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Right side caught by Jackson.
The pass.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
He'll look to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
14. Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them inbounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
First and 10 at the 32.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
The pass. A fumble on the play.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Well, there's that man again. It's complete. And we'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a first throw here in overtime. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. So they went 2 yards in the wrong direction on the last pass play, and now it's 3rd and 12. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. But this one's going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first.
17.
Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance